All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this weekend recap and kind of take a check at price action and see what happened. And just look over the new candle that's opened up here, and also look at the last week's key levels for the fixed range volume profile, and kind of where we sit right now. And let's take a look a little bit at the market. So let's go ahead and jump on over into the charts here and start taking a look at what is going on. So right now we got a little bit of bouncing around here in the evening hours of Sunday, so we did have a nice little run down here in the morning of Sunday, and then we had a run up, and then we kind of came back down in that area, and now we're pushing back up again. Now this could run up this evening. I'm not going to say it is or isn't. The one thing that we are looking at here on the end of the weekend is we are above the 21 right now and this 200 area. So that was a nice break above it, kind of back tested it in this area. Now we're pushing back up. That's a good start for a possible push here. The 4 hour is kind of topping out or pushing up. It looks like it could top out. It could, run up to this upper area and try to test its 200 on the 4 hour. We'll have to kind of watch and see. A lot of stuff just isn't real super clear yet. The 1 hour looks good right now. We are above the 200 as well. So that's getting more bullish. So we're kind of building a bullish environment here. We'll have to kind of see how that plays out. I'm going to jump out to the weekly right now. The weekly looks pretty nice. You're starting to get a rotation through here, just like you saw right in this area. So we could get a nice little expansion move again up through here. So this could be getting ready to expand, at least go back up and test this 21 area or this upper area. We'll have to kind of see how we grind back through that. For myself, I don't really want to see this nice, fast, hard recovery back up in here. It would be nice to kind of grind down up and through here and let this kind of come down and let this kind of still plan out a little bit and show some strength through this area, just because we want to see this run pretty strong. So I wouldn't even be too sad if this kind of runs down a little bit. But I did mark the levels on this one candle here. You can see that was pretty rough in this candle, and I'm going to go ahead and move these lines just back so we can see this candle. But see this candle right here? You wicked all the way down here. You wicked all the way back up to the top again. And that's why this breakout area that I have drawn on here, this was kind of the beginning of the weekend, and it spread itself out a lot. So it was really just kind of like, hey, whoa, there's a lot that can happen. And then this week, we expanded quite a bit through this area. We also came down and hit a key level here. And we're pretty far from the 21, but we also have that 200 that we could come on back down through and still test. Now, we could play in this area and then roll over and come down into this area. The 200 comes on up and eventually gets closer. Well, we don't really know. That's why I said it's not real clear. You just hit an indecisive candle here on the weekly. So you kind of stuck right now where you have extension on both sides. Now, the open so far, we've started to push back up. I went ahead and marked that candle's level. You can't really see it a whole lot. If I open this up a little bit, you can see it a little better. Obviously, it's fresh out. We just got about an hour and 45 minutes. So we still have 6 days and 23 hours to go in this candle. But what I want to look at is this right here. There's your low, there's your point of control, and then here's your high. So we could be playing in this area for a little bit before we see a rollover, just because this is the range that we're looking for. So really we're looking at last week's range is around 92,500 and a low of 88,730. This candle does have room to kind of work in that area and start to break down. Now there is a little bit of strength down here because you do have that point of control and that volume area low here, but we'll have to kind of see. Once this starts to eat this up, it could easily go down and fill up this candle right through here. We're just going to have to watch it and see how this maps out. Going down into that daily, the daily right now does have its 200 underneath of it. It's perfect. This daily candle is we got the close here on the yesterday's candle, and this candle opened above its 21. So this does give a little more of a push, but you can also see these levels again on from the weeklies. Last candle that just closed here on the daily, and you can see how it's going to be playing in this area. Now, you could say we're in this structure here. We're just kind of looking at this right now, but you also could say you're kind of rolling over. So you kind of have this rolling over behavior, and this could roll on down. We'll just have to watch. The daily is topped out on the stoaches. It's not been real strong coming up through here. It's been jaggedy as it's fought through this area. So that daily isn't super strong for bulls, but it does have some bullish characteristics in it. The 4 hour is getting close to topping out. It just got the cross. It's not really showing a lot of curvature. The 1+ again is you're above that 21. You're under the 200, so you're at a neutral on the 4 hour right now. And we just looked at the 1 hour. So that's what I'm kind of watching right now. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to look at it either way right now. I'm just laying it out for you to kind of give you an idea. So right now you can see that through the different time frames and analyzing them, where you have that kind of that bullish and bearish, and some are neutral. So we're not real clear yet. We'll have to kind of wait till we get out of this weekend's price action. We'll really wait till we get into the next week and Monday, Tuesday, and really start to see what we have going on. If I go into the 15-minute candle and really look at price action, I like to say this quite a bit, but as you came into the Friday evening and closed it out right through here, we just stayed flat. We had the drop, which is a nice little drop down to 87,700 range, and then we had a nice run up, back up to 91.5. That was a nice trade. If for some reason you were taking that trade, there was no reason for you to take that trade. If you're following the system and you had these marked the way you see them here, you had the breakdown, you had the 1, 2, this would have been the candle you need to enter in, which didn't give it to you, and then it would have came back up. So really just looking at the bigger structure, I'll start to really map it out in the last 24 hours with Sunday's AM morning, which we'll get some of this price action, plus up to Monday's 6 a.m. Levels, and then I can really start to mark this out and find out what's going on. Use my fixed range volume profiles and all that good stuff. The other thing is we'll use our KTBB, the Kabroda trading battle box. We are working on getting that up on live on a web interface. That way you don't really have to use the GPT. It'll be built in with that GPT built behind it with AI capabilities, where it's actually going to analyze use AI to analyze all the data that it pulls back automatically for you. It'll also give you strategies and ways to enter the market, the higher probability strategies for the day based on the current price action. We're building all that right now. We'll give you a little bit of sneak peek on just a basic skeleton overlay. It still is missing quite a bit of components, what I just brought up. Of course, that's going to be a membership style tool, so watch for that and pay attention. So that's about it, guys, for the weekend. Recap, there wasn't a lot of trade opportunity in the weekend, mainly because you're waiting for this to break down this area. Of course, like I said, we got the breakout throughout today. Right now, we are sitting in a more of a bias of bearish, just mainly because of the way the price is overall sitting up. We'll have to kind of see how Monday, like I said, sets up, and we'll go from there. But go ahead and like and subscribe, check out things in our channel, and we'll continue to help you guys out and read price action and set things up to be able to take advantage of the market the best you can. So that's about it. I'll leave you guys with that, and we'll see you in Monday's recap. Talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.